Hey everyone, how's it going today? Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Welcome back to Factorio Space Age, and today what we are going to be doing is we are going to be focusing on getting to our rocket silo. To do that, we are going to have to start off by getting some concrete. So I've got some stone bricks here in the inventory, and we already are making those. But we are going to need that. Electric engine units. We've got processing units that we finished off last time. And then finally, we are going to need some space platform towards the end, so that way we can kind of get that going. What we need to figure out first is where are we going to put this concrete production. I think the concrete production's got to go over here. It kind of makes sense to be over here since we're going to be using water. We've already got a water line coming in. Plus, we've got our stone bricks over here as well. So first things first, there's that. I need 100 water. We need some iron ore, which I'm just going to pull in. And I've also got the stone bricks right over here. So I'm going to pull the iron ore in from over there. And we can just pull the stone bricks from right here. So kind of trying to figure out where I want to put this. It could kind of go right here. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, I guess, because it might block something that we want to do later, like a train station or something like that. Trying to leave our options open. So I think we're gonna end up over here, and I think that this looks good. I probably am just gonna do 5, and then later on what we'll do is we'll have refined concrete as well, so that'll kind of be those further buildings later on. But that's kind of more down the road. We don't really need that just yet. We just need our regular concrete right now. So let's set these up. We've got our recipes here. We're gonna set up our water, and then we can just hook that up really quickly. Unfortunately, it looks like this doesn't really line up the way that I would want it to. It's a little bit awkward here, so we're just gonna jog over by 1. That's fine. And then let's work on running these belts over here. So I think we just need the 1 belt, but we are gonna have to split it. So we're gonna have iron ore on one side, and we're going to have our stone bricks on the other, which is the nice thing about just pulling from right here. You've already got those. There's the stone bricks set up, and I think that the next thing we need to do is pull in the iron ore. So we are going to run over here and grab it. Trying to figure out exactly like where I'm going to put things in the future, because like obviously all of this stuff is going to be filled in. And you know, we're gonna have more research going on in the future up there to the north, so really trying to figure out what that's gonna look like. Don't know why I ran over here. I was like, what am I doing over here? This is just like my brain turned off there while I was talking about the future of Novice here. So anyways, let's just branch this off really quickly. We are gonna just pull from here. I don't expect to be using tons of iron ore for this, so I'm not super worried about pulling from our main iron from the bus. So later it won't really matter that much, but we are going to need definitely a bit of concrete, because we do need it right now for this, but in the future what we are going to need it for is going to one of the other planets. No spoilers, but we'll need a decent amount of concrete there. So I figure I might as well get a decent production line set up. Oh man, off by 1 there. Get a decent production line set up so that we can prepare for actually using all this concrete later on. Alrighty, got that set up. Now we just need to throw some inserters down here and power it up, and then I think that will be good actually. So that's going to be concrete completed. We do need to deal with outputs here, so let's go drop this off here, and then we're gonna how do I want to do this? I think I want to put them into the passive providers. We don't actually have any RoboPort set up just yet because I haven't actually created them, but we'll be doing that here pretty shortly. They are a little bit expensive, and actually I'm going to run over here really quickly and do the same for our blue chips. I'm just going to throw those into a chest so that they don't back up, and then we can grab them later, because we do need a decent amount of those. We need 200 for the rocket silo. We do eventually need some for some power armor as well, and then we also will need another 50 at least for our first rocket. So we do need a decent amount of that. Now, one other thing I do need to think about as well is where am I going to even put all of the stuff for electric engine units, because I do need a decent amount of those. I think it's 200? Yeah, 200 of those. So we do need to figure out where we're going to place those as well. But first, let's finish the concrete here so that we can at least start these guys working so that we can come back later and just grab concrete and be done. We will get to making roboports soon enough. The only problem with roboports is that they are kind of expensive, and I haven't really wanted to deal with that, just trying to get There Is No Spoon completed. But we definitely will want those before we go off planet. Very useful to have robots be able to fix things around the base or do things that you kind of need as maintenance. So we definitely want to do that sooner rather than later. Let's just get this sized out here. Okay, so what I want to do then is I'm going to come over here. We're going to grab steel for the rocket silo. And wow, had a lot more steel than I was expecting, if I'm being entirely honest. I was not expecting kind of a full box of steel there. So we've got our 1,000. Now we need to do the electric engine units, which is the next big piece. The good news is that I think that we do need electric engine units for yellow science. So we do need it for something anyways, which makes it a lot easier to justify doing it in scale right now. So we've got these other engines being made for blue science, but I think that we really just need to do it for yellow science as well, I think. Yeah, so we've got one flying frame here. And that takes 21 seconds. This takes 20 seconds here. This takes 21 seconds. All right, so we need one robot flying frame per, and this makes 3. So we need one every 7 seconds, I believe. But that's, we need to double that. So we actually need 2 every 7 seconds, I think. Because we need, I'm trying to do 2 packs per second. So I think that that's right. So 2 flying robot frames every 7 seconds, which isn't too bad. But I probably will end up doing a bit of a smaller number to start here, and then we'll scale up later. It's kind of hard because some of the off-world science packs, like, they don't really require us to, or it's a lot harder to go big scale with those, so we'll see. But the nice thing about these guys is that the ratios are the same, so it's 10 seconds to 10 seconds for the engines and the electric engines, so at least we'll be able to do that a little bit more easily. That being said, we do need to get lube down the bus to wherever we're going to do this, and we're just going to use the next row over here next to our sulfuric acid, which I think is fine. So we'll just run this over. I think we'll run it down here rather than go across immediately. That way we're not kind of cutting across potentially useful territory. Let's just move that over really quick. There we go. Okay, so let's just bring it down here. And man, where is squeak through when you need it? Am I right? I really wish that you could walk through pipes in vanilla, but the devs did not give that to us here, so it is what it is. All right, let's pull this pipe on over, and we are gonna hook it up. Bing, bang, boom, and then we can just run the actual pipe over. And we've got our lube ready to go down the bus. Just do that. There we go. All right, looks like I missed the pipe there. Oh yeah, a little bit too far. That's all right. Okay. Gotta get that efficiency. You gotta have pipes go the full distance if possible. All right, so ran out of those. Let's go grab some more. and probably grab some more undergrounds while we're at it. Let's see. So we need 200 electric engine units, which is fine. Where am I going? I always run a little too far over. I keep thinking for whatever reason that the mall is further that way, further to the west. All right, let's grab some more of those. We're gonna need a bunch of those right now, and we're gonna also grab some undergrounds, like I said. Head on back over. Now, I guess the real question is like, where do we actually want to put this? So if we're looking at this, we need, so again, we are looking at needing one of those or two of those every 7 seconds. We've got our blue chips over here, which are also used for yellow. So maybe it would make sense to end up putting them over here. So I think that we can do that. All right, so that's going to be for the robot parts, and then we also need electronic engines for that, and then we need the regular engines as well. So I'm going to try and spread these out to where we'll have enough space in between them for all of our pipes, pipes for the lube, and also for belts, inserters, and beacons. I think this is good. I'm just going to move it over one more just to be sure. There we go. Okay, that should be okay for spacing these guys out. It might even be a little too far, but again, space is always something that I do a bad job of preparing for, and then later on I wish that I had taken more space. So I'm just gonna do 10 of these to start. Oh, whoa, that is like the slowest save ever. Jeez. Anyways, I'm just gonna do 10 of these to start for both of these, and since they're ratioed 1-to-1, we can just do 10 of both and know that it's the same ratio. The reason I'm just gonna do 10 is just because it's a nice number. We don't need full production of yellow just yet. So I'm gonna just do this like this. Now, one thing I am sad about is that we did finish researching yellow science, and one of you guys had mentioned in the comments that to get the achievement, you need to not actually research it at all. And I thought it was just you didn't have to make any packs, and I did not catch it in time. So actually, by the time you had commented, I think, unless it was earlier in this episode, I think that I had already completely finished that research and missed my chance at that achievement. So that's a bit unfortunate. Alrighty, so here, this is going to be pretty much the same setup that we did before. We're going to have our steel come in. We're going to have our ironworks, which are the pipes and the gears. And then we'll have the engines come out, head on over, and join up with a split belt for the green circuits, for the electric electric engines. All right. We can do our inserters here for these guys. Just slow inserters is plenty fast enough since they take 10 seconds each. And then I'm just gonna head on over here to copy this setup so that I don't have to do it again, since it's literally the exact same thing. There goes our mining prod technology. And I think this is fine. We can still beacon these guys, so I'm not too worried about it. The beacons are the main reason I would continue to space things out as much as possible. So let's just finish the setup here. And we can use the blue, or the level 2 assembly machines now. All right, so we got pipes, we got gears, all good. And let's put these guys down. All right, then we can give power to all of this stuff, and we should be good to go. I wish I had some long power poles, but these are gonna be just fine, I guess. I'll just run this over. Where do I want to run this? Yeah, we can just run it this way. It's fine. All right, so that is powered up now, and now we can actually hook up the different lines. So start off, we are going to hook up both steel and iron. Where is this bus lane? Okay, there we go. I think that's right. So we're gonna hook up steel right here, and the other line will be iron. And I'm just gonna run these across. We no need to do undergrounds just yet. And nice thing is that we did end up with that lube ending up right there, which is a bit unexpected, but it ends up working out. All right, here we will do our undergrounds correctly. And I'll just put that down so we can see where I need to do some undergrounds here. There we go. All right, so that is steel. That was easy peasy. And then we just need to grab some iron. All right, a little bit awkward here with those splitters already there, but it should be fine. All right, that is iron, and that's engines. We do have to do the electric engines part of it, but regular engines are done, so that was pretty quick. All right, so we can run our lube across now, and again, like I said, we're literally right there. So that was also, once again, very easy. And then here we do need our electric circuits, our electronic circuits. I always get electric and our electronic mixed up here. Either way, we know that it's using circuits, so we do need to run that across to our green chips. There we go. Alrighty, and then we can just skip across the iron as well. And we're definitely gonna have to improve this. This is looking pretty weak here, honestly. So I think I'm gonna run over here and double that real quick. Let's see, how much do we want to do? Yeah, I guess all of it. And we'll just plop that down, get rid of our radar, and we don't need to do balancing just yet. And we'll just run those belts through. There we go. All right, yeah, this is definitely needed to happen for a while. We're not making nearly enough green circuits here, so let's just expand this really quickly. Literally double our entire production of green circuits just doing this, assuming that iron and copper can keep up, which I'm pretty sure they can now, actually. So we'd already upgraded the buildings, and now we just need to actually do more infrastructure upgrades. But this is going to keep extending for a while. But the nice thing is we'll be able to eventually beacon this and module the different buildings, so it'll actually be able to stay in the same footprint for quite a long time and still continue to increase production. There we go. Just need to do that. And need to finish off these inserters here. Yeah, and I really dislike replacing those with the bigger ones when you can do fewer of the actual power poles with the medium ones. All right, let's grab medium power poles. There we go. And lickety split, we've already doubled our green circuit production. That was pretty quick, which is really going to help us out since we are chewing through them using our blue chip production, and we're going to need a lot more for our electric engine units now too. So that was pretty quick. Ah, shoot. Forgot to power this up before I ran down there. That's fine, I guess. Let's do that really quickly here. All right, so that's under construction now. And let's just do output for all these guys. We want to grab 200 of these before doing anything else with them. So really, I'm just gonna power this up, run a belt, and drop it in a box and call it good for now, I think. These will eventually go to our robot frames, which we actually are gonna need decently soon, since we are gonna be building out our robot network pretty quickly here, I think. So that is something to consider, is that, yeah, we can set up the robot frame production early for Yellow Science and use it for our just normal robots that we're going to throw into our network. Looks like we got plenty of concrete here. Ah, shoot, got to clean out the inventory a little bit. Let's grab a chest and just throw a bunch of crap in there. Don't need those. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Just throw stuff in that we don't need right now. There we go. All right, let's finish grabbing the concrete. Excuse me, the concrete. And that means that we just need the processing units and those electric engines. So let's run on over here to grab that stuff. Alrighty, and I guess the next question is, where do we even want to put the rocket silo? Like, we could put them down here, but eventually I think we don't want to block the bus. I don't really know. And we're going to need the platform too, the space platform, probably over here. So we could put it down here, I guess. I mean, we really just need to start with one and go from there. So let's grab as many of these as we can here. Do we have enough? No, not quite. That's really unfortunate. All right, I guess I'm just gonna run over here really quickly, and we are gonna work on actually doing some setup for some of the other things that we need. Oh yeah, let's grab these. Where are we at with this? Oh, okay, we got plenty of this at least to start, but we're definitely gonna need at least 50 more for our first rocket. Yeah, so I guess we just need more electric engine units. Probably should have built more than 10 buildings now that I'm thinking about it, but it's gonna be okay. All right, so we still need like 89 of those. Let's just run over here, and we're gonna set up buildings for the space platform that we actually do need. So to be able to get to outer space, you have to start by creating a space platform. There's no satellites like there used to be, so we need to make a space platform starter. So to do that, we are going to need the space platform created. We are going to need a decent amount of it, not just now, but also later for our spaceships and our I guess they're all space platforms, but all right, let's just make a big row of these and set them up. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. There we go. And then we're going to make a double wide row, and we can just, is that right? By the way, you can always do Control Z like that to get rid of blueprints that you pasted down that you didn't want. And we can just set them three tiles apart because the buildings are 3 tiles wide. So that's why I did that extra row there in the middle of the buildings. And we can at least, man, I was gonna say we can at least do all that we know we need to do for this building, but where am I gonna put the copper? Like, is it gonna go over here? It's so awkward. Like, where do you make the copper cable? I mean, obviously you have to make it on site, but it just doesn't make sense. Let's upgrade these while we're at it. Yeah, where are we gonna put it? That's really, really weird. We've got plenty of rocket fuel for the actual rocket, so not worried about that. I definitely think that we're gonna be fine on our achievement time. Yeah, and we've got plenty of the low density structures as well, so no worries on that. It's really just making the silo, getting it launched. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we definitely have to make it on site, so I'm not entirely sure where I want to put those buildings just yet. But let's run down here, let's grab some more of the processing units, see where we're at, and then we're gonna grab more electric engine units. I think that we should have enough now. Oh, okay, just a few short. There we go. All right, so let's start crafting that. That way we can get to making our actual rocket once that's set up. We are going to need a few more of these. And these guys are all making, so once these buildings here finish their current production, I should have enough for a single rocket. There we go, that's plenty. And then, oh yeah, I totally forgot. Productivity modules. We definitely should make a handful of those, 4 of them for our silo to save on a handful of rocket parts. Don't know why I didn't think of that until literally just now. As for this, I think that we are going to put it down here. Let's just put out some bricks down here. Again, we could put it in front of the belts, but I am not inclined really to put it that way. So I think that we should just make like a big pad over here, and we're going to end up having a bunch of rocket silos over here, because we will need a decent amount of them at some point. I mean, we'll probably need 6 or 8, I would guess. So let's put it down. Oh my gosh, you can't quite center it. Let's fix that really quickly here. There we go. Okay. So let's wait for all of our productivity modules, and in the meantime we can run some power over to be able to start. And I think there we go. We should be able to get going. Very nice. All right. And oh yeah, it looks like, I mean, rocket fuel only stacks in 20s, which is super annoying. So let's do that. And yeah, I think that we do need a space platform, actually. I hadn't really thought about it, I guess. Like, we're making the rocket, but I don't know what's going to happen once it gets to the end. Like, is it going to launch the first rocket without a payload, or do we need that space platform to starter to make a platform? We may need it. So I guess we do need to actually figure out now what we do with this. So let's see. We need 20 copper cable and 20 steel plate. For the copper cable, we can make 4 a second, which means that each copper cable maker can supply 2 other buildings. Like, one building can make 4 a second, so I think that that's enough for 2 buildings. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually just going to intersperse them, which is maybe a little bit weird, but I think that that actually is probably the best way to do it. That way it's not like a weird, like, awkward production area that's copper cable by itself. What? How am I going to do this? I guess, yeah, we're going to pull copper from another belt and then put the copper directly back onto this belt. All right, let's continue our researching spree. Oh, yeah. Purple science. Like I said earlier, I think that I definitely know that I screwed up by researching yellow science. It disables that achievement, which is so stupid of me. Or can I think that it shows that it'll be disabled. If we come over here to achievements, all the way to the bottom, probably. Yep, there it is. So it's just researching these technologies. It's doing a research with another planet before unlocking these. And I already unlocked the yellow one. Stupid, I know, but what can you do? All right, rocket's coming along. I guess we can continue doing these here for the moment. And yeah, I mean, we definitely need fast inserters on these. Okay, there we go. That's for copper. And we can do belts on the other side as well. Okay, there we go. And we can place those buildings down. Ran out of rocket fuel there, so we're basically there, guys. I mean, this rocket is gonna finish. I guess we should figure out what is gonna happen when we finish it. And will it launch or will it not? Also, very nice to use those productivity modules and save a rocket part or 2. What would it be? There's 50 parts in a rocket, so we save 12%. Yeah, so we save like 5 rocket parts, which is nice. All right, it's finished. I mean, we're gonna make the achievement, right? I should definitely be well in time for There's No Spoon. Question is, do I need to pick one of these 3 modes to do something? Because I am not really ready to do any of them. It kind of seems that way because it's not launching by itself. Well, frick. I guess that means I need to actually do... I do actually need to finish that starter. Yep. Alright, well, we gotta finish this. So we need processing units and scaffolding. The scaffolding, I guess, is the hard part. So let's do that really quickly. We need to hook up copper and we need to hook up steel. Steel's right here, copper's right here. I mean, it's not hard, it's just annoying because I was hoping to get my There's No Spoon achievement. Looks like that's gonna have to wait another few minutes here. Let's keep our research going. Getting close to being done with a lot of like the big ones, it looks like. Yeah, and yeah, so that's something that we're gonna get unlocked here shortly after deploying our space platform. Let's run the copper over here. There we go. Alright, and then we can just run that up. Very easy. Okay, so that should actually start... Oh, well, I should finish powering these and, yeah, doing all of that. But this should actually start our space platform production. Yeah, and I'm out of the slow inserters. Let's go grab those really quickly. Did I hear a biter? No. Thought I heard a biter there for a second. Okay. Yeah, greens are still coming in slowly for red chips, so we definitely need to do more green circuits here at some point. And let's, I guess, grab more long-handed inserters while we're here. Some of these. And anything else? Yeah, I guess we can grab some regular pipes as well. Alright, let's head back over. Yeah, it looks like those sciences are backing up there, which is nice. Hey, okay, so we're still doing fine. We still got, 2 hours to do our There's No Spoon achievement. Oh, come on. But we're obviously we're gonna beat that for sure. All right, all that is hooked up. Oh shoot, yeah, I messed up the belt here. So we just need the belt or the steel on the inside of this belt, not on the outside. So let's pick up all that bad steel, and we can just place it in the buildings. Okay, perfect. And then we can do our output. Looks like we're, yeah, I could tell from those inserters that we are struggling on power here. So let's, we're gonna have to figure out what to do about the power here in a moment, but let's try and finish this quickly. Let's just kill all these. It's gonna hopefully help with power if research stops. At least it will as soon as research starts backing up. So, but this doesn't seem right. I feel like we were producing more than this earlier. I don't know. Oh, yeah, check it out. Our coal line is like completely dried up. Yep, that'll do it. I guess, do I want to run down? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess we'll run down there. Why is that not crafting? Oh, bad inserter on that one. Looks like it has steel in its hand, even though it wasn't supposed to. I guess let's quickly do the output of these, just so that they have like a little bit of a buffer, so we can at least get them working. And then we can come back and grab them, make our platform starter, and be done. Yeah, cool. All right, yeah, so let's run down and do some coal fixing up real quick, because I definitely would like to have some power in my base That's definitely one of the things that you don't want to happen to you. One thing that we can do to help bolster that fuel line is all of the excess solid fuel that we don't use, we can actually send over that way. Basically, because our oil is a kind of infinite resource. I mean, it definitely slows down after a while, but we're basically converting everything that we don't use into petroleum, gas, which we then convert into solid fuel. So we can actually send that over here, which we'll do later. For now, though, I think I'm just going to go with a temporary fix. Just do some belt merging and prioritization. Send over coal to our power first. Yes, well, I'll put this first. Or output priority to power first, and input priority we're going to do from our miners first. That way those miners get used first, and then the other miners will get used second for power. And then everything else is going to end up going over to either plastic or our smelting lines. That should help this belt out quite a bit. I'm going to run down here. I've got a decent amount of coal in my inventory here, so let's just drop it all in. And that might fix our power. Just that by itself. At least for the moment, anyways. Okay. And then we're going to drive back over, finish off our rocket, and call it a day, I think. Oh. And let's see. Do I have any? No. Don't have any repair packs. So let's make a couple of those. Fix her up real quick. There we go. All right. Almost done here. Let's see how many platform we've got. Okay, I think we're close here. 48, we need 12 more. That's not bad. That's not bad. We do need to grab some steel, and we do need to grab some blue circuits, so let's go grab some of the processing units from down over here really quickly. I should have just been driving this thing around all the time, honestly. Why was I not? I don't know. Alright, grab these, plenty of those, and then I think probably by the time we get back we should pretty much have enough. Let's jump out, let's see. Oh yeah, there's gotta be enough here. Yeah, plenty. Let's grab that steel then and make our starter. Now, I can't remember if it's faster to do it while I'm crafting it or if the building is crafting it. I think the building. Let's do it in the building. Oh shoot. It crafts at 0.75. I can't remember if the character crafts at 1 or if the character crafts at a different speed. I could be wrong. Maybe I just wasted us some time having the building do the craft, especially because I had already been into the craft a little bit. Ah, that was kind of stupid. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, we could do a little test here. Let's do a little test. Let's see. If I make like copper cable or something in here, and then I handcraft it, it's kind of hard to measure, isn't it? I think that it's crafting slower than I am, which means that I wasted this time. It's really hard to tell. Oops. It's fine. If you guys know, just leave a comment below and let me know which one actually crafts faster. This thing is still... God, this is slow. We're going to have to make this automated eventually here, because we will need plenty of space platform in outer space. We also will need more starter packs because we're going to need plenty of space platforms moving around in the future. But for now, let's just do this. Let's name it Space Science. No, you know what? Why would I do that when you can just use the icon? But where is the icon? Is it here? There it is. Okay. Let's just use that. So this is going to be our space science platform. It's going to be doing all of the research that we need. And there we go. Rocket is launching finally. Check it out. And we are going to get our There's No Spoon achievement finally. I think. Did we get it? Here we go. Is it there? Hello? I'm waiting. There it is. There's no spoon. Well, they made it way easier than it used to be, but I've been waiting on that for quite a while now, so it feels really, really good to get that. But yeah, they did make it way easier than it used to be, that's for sure. Definitely was not even really trying that hard here, so 6 hours, 8 minutes basically, pretty decent time. And now we have a lot more stuff that we got to build, and we're gonna have to be automating all of that stuff here coming in the future. So this stuff is all gonna have to end up over here, and the blue chips are gonna have to end up over here. But yeah, we've got our space platform out here, all sitting alone out here in outer space. Man, love the graphics here. Looks so good. Absolutely love it. And this is just going to be an adventure that we are going to have to tackle next time. So thank you all for joining. Hope you enjoyed the episode today. And I will see you all on the next one.